Good morning from Legoland Windsor. This is my first trip of the main 2025 season. We're going to check out anything new, return of some entertainment, hopefully, and see how they've kept up the place and see how Merlin's losses of last year have impacted your experience at Legoland Windsor. If you haven't checked out my previous Thought Park video, I talked a little bit about how those losses have impacted Thought Park from last week, so go check that out. But yeah, gonna go in now, and I've heard rumblings that the main entrance sign is almost finished, so let's go see. Looking like a bit more of a construction site. A security checkpoint. Almost finished with this entrance archway, looking good. And we're here. It is a Saturday during school summer holidays. So this might be a terrible idea, but I was doing nothing else today, so here we are. Good to see Building Race is still quite popular. It's the longest queue I've seen for it for a while. When I came last year, nobody was queuing for it. Now, of course, this area is now missing the Sky Ride, which is quite sad. But at the same time, it wasn't much of a ride, but it's just very classic. It reminds me of my childhood. Yeah, this park is already very busy. Flight of the Skyline's open to nearly immediately a 1 hour queue. And from what I've been seeing over the last couple of days, it's probably best to get Minifigure Speedway done now before that ramps up later. It's already building a little bit of a queue. It doesn't look too awful yet. The area is looking a little nicer, a little more finished off, a little more grown in. They've added some shelter to the queue line as well, which is great. Because I remember coming on opening day and it all felt still a little bit like a construction site. But that was a very Merlin opening day, a bit like Hyperia. Pretty good ride there on Minifigure Speedway. Riding really well. Still not my favourite ride at Legoland, but it's nice to get on it maybe once a trip or something like that. Towards the back, couple of little positives. But you know, it's just another type of thrill level that Legoland needed, which is nice. Now we're going to have a little look through Miniland. We love Miniland and we come here every time that we come to Legoland. It's a main attraction to me after all this time, and some of it's looking pretty nicely looked after as well. And then some of it not so well looked after. I don't think they really maintain it as much as they should. They do clearly maintain a part of Miniland at a time, but some of it seems to kind of rapidly deteriorate, which is a shame. This boat's literally... oh, that's sad. As for this small stage in Miniland, it looks like it was used for the Lego Festival event, which I wish I'd come to. Hasn't really been used since. And yeah, this is just part of seeing the entertainment cutbacks at Merlin parks. When it comes to like Thought Park, I don't really care too much about the entertainment, but I feel like when you come to Legoland, it's actually a really important part of the package because rides can get really busy, so it's nice to have something else.
A massive pigeon, and it's just took a bump and all, literally on the Lego.
Seem to have freshly built or maintained and upkept these Canary Wharf skyscrapers. I mean, it's impressive that they're so big. At the same time, I prefer the smaller models, which have a lot more detail, a lot more heart. That's still cool. They even got a mini can-can coaster, yay! See, I love their little scenes like these. No, I think honestly, Legoland probably has some of the worst in-park food of all the Merlin parks. And it's quite frequently only open for peak times. I mean, it's a Saturday and it's 11 o'clock. So of course it's not going to be open yet. But Legoland did introduce all these kind of annual pass deals that they now have at all the towers, which is good. But Legoland is the one where I, without fail, will bring a packed lunch. I'd never bank on eating at Legoland. Now, I think this is the same price for Merlin pass holders as the deal over at the Burger Kitchen in Towers. But again, closed. Again, it's around 11 o'clock. So hopefully it might open later. Now, it may not look warm, but it is mildly warm. And last time we did Pirate Falls Treasure Quest, because it had a tiny queue, it was freezing. So while it's actually got a relatively short queue now, we're gonna go do it. Because it's quite a fun log flume, and log flumes are a dying breed, and I don't want to see them go. So I'm gonna make the most of this while it's still here. The people coming off this log flume are soaked. I might wear a poncho. Well, thank God I brought my poncho. All those effects, all those animatronics, all working, which is really nice to see. Which means it's a really wet ride. Also, the curse of the Legoland miscounted queue times. It said 5 minutes when we joined. It's half an hour, which is not great. They're just really slow updating queue times. But all the queues look short. We waited that half an hour, got off. Their day of Pirate Falls to 65 minutes. They've got the Dragon on 55, which we were hoping to do afterwards, but it's looking unlikely. So time for probably the best ride here, in my opinion, apart from the Dragon, Merlin's Challenge. 10 minutes supposedly. Let's see.
Well, time apprentices, I'm pleased to say you.
The fate of the rapids is still unknown. Still sitting there. Might take the hill train later to get back up to the beginning when we leave. Have another look. We are very, very dizzy. So we're gonna make our way down to the harbour kind of area. Have our lunch. If there's a show, watch the show. But I tried checking the app. It looks like, I don't know, there's no signs of a show. But we'll go over and check. This is the first time I've seen Aero Nomad actually, on in a long time. Nearly every single time we come, they've got some balloons off for some repairs. It's good to see. Desert Chase open as well. Thunder Blazer. Now, one of the updates for 2025 is they did a bit of rebranding, some updated signage, some new models and scenes on the Legoland Express, and I was really hoping to get on because I actually quite like the Legoland Express, but closed. So yeah, this is sad. However, they're rehearsing a new show. That looked like a hurt. jam. With jet skis still. It is attracting one hell of a crowd. They may as well just have their costumes on. And here's the pricing for pizza pasta buffet for annual pass holders, but only from 2 p.m. In terms of other rides being updated, the Lego City Deep Sea Adventure is supposedly reimagined. It's been nominated as a reimagined attraction at the Theme Park Awards. We got on it during the Christmas event when they did a cheeky little soft opening. It's literally just they've tidied up a couple of the models and added a couple of new models. I wouldn't say reimagined at all. If you've done it before, great. It's just like this park's Sea Life. It's a pretty cool ride system, but really not much new to talk about. And you know what? It's been 2.5 hours and we're done. Not to say that there is nothing to do here. It's significantly busier here than it currently is at Thorpe Park, so we're going to go to Thorpe Park. And without entertainment, it's just lost the touch of magic. There's a couple areas which is just really quiet without having anything going on. It's pretty sad. As you saw, they are rehearsing a show. They are bringing shows back. I think it's all been outsourced.
I actually want to buy those.
So hopefully it all just kind of comes back and we're back to normal. But before we go, I'm going to take the hill train up, take a look at the rapids, and then pop over to Thorpe Park for the rest of the day, because Thorpe Park's open till 7. So it's still open for another 6 hours. Can definitely get more rides done there than we can here at the moment. So the rapids had a very uncertain future for a little while, but their future's pretty certain now with a confirmed close. But seemingly at the moment, no plans to replace it with anything else. So it's just lost capacity for the park. Because even though they weren't great rapids, they did attract a lot of guests. Only time will tell what they are going to put here. It's quite a large plot of land. They could probably fit a small coaster here if they wanted to, or perhaps a dark ride or a new land entirely. But yeah, absolutely nothing has happened to it. It is all still here, aside from the boats going missing. I was just saying, it almost feels like it's stuck in limbo. There's nothing significant happening here. They're just keeping it running, letting it soak up money. Minifigure Speedway doing its thing. Yeah, popular, busy, especially considering all my visits to Chessington, Thorpe and Alton Towers so far this year have been significantly quieter compared to last year. Legoland still feels pretty much as busy as normal, a little quieter on the pathways, but still checking the app and seeing that most of the rides are at a 50+ minute queue. It is busy here. So yeah, here we are. One more quick visit to the shop and then we're off. This is my kind of Lego set. A little expensive, but that's my kind of Lego set. Lots of new Legoland exclusive Legoland sets. An Ninjago ride. That's cool. With the little ride vehicles as well. Quite like these. That's quite a nice bowl. And that is it for us today. We've had an alright time, alright few hours. but it's just far too busy. It's obviously not for us. I only really want to see if there's entertainment, of which there is none. It's starting to rain slightly, so we're going to have lunch in the car, make our way to Thorpe Park. Hopefully it'll stop by then, fingers crossed. Hope you've enjoyed. Like, comment and subscribe for more updates on Merlin and other theme parks. Goodbye.